You're so cute. This one too. You're cute too. You're not as cute as your sister, but you're still cute. I'm not hating on you. You're still cute. You're cute. Cute. So much cuteness. Cute. So I've officially had bronchitis. Hi, Kelly. She's always here. She's my girl. I have officially had bronchitis for about a month. So I've got 2 months to go if my history is any indication of that. Usually it's like 2 months. I meet you here with clean face so we can do a look. Yes? You ready for a look? I'm so ready for this look. I think it's going to be so fun. But the problem is I'm sitting here like, what do I want to do? There's so many things I can do and I've only got 2 eyeballs. So I'm like, maybe I do a look and then wipe it off. And then do another look. But I'm like, nah. There's one that I really want to do, but then I'm like, is that cheating the palette to look? I don't know. That's kind of what I was hoping that people would vote and say, oh, just use one palette because then I could do the 2 looks with one palette and then whatever. So makeup by Impress Yvette. Welcome to our party. Green-eyed 79. Welcome to our party. This is going to be so much fun. Anyway, I'm excited about this. We're going to talk about the giveaway, which was hijacked because IG neglected to put up my video last time. So sorry about the coffee. As I just mentioned, I've got bronchitis. Had it for about a month. I keep thinking that I'm recovering and then I'm not. So whatever, such is life. So great to see you guys here. My name is Priscilla. I talk about stuff, including makeup, beauty, skincare. Those are kind of the same thing. I have a weird lip thing going on here. We're going to talk about that too. Fashion, being plus size, my husband, my dog, travel, living abroad, life, politics sometimes. I try to avoid that. I don't try to avoid it. It's good for us. Ophelia Rose is here. So I'm so excited about this. It's going to be so much fun. And then, yes, we are going to be talking about the giveaway. Make sure I don't forget that. I don't think I'm going to forget it because it's been on my mind. And I want to make sure that it's taken care of. But these are the palettes that I'm going to smack on my face tonight. If you guys didn't see these, sorry, I got to open up the other one. If you're not familiar with Profusion, how many of you guys know about Profusion? Nettie's here. Everybody know Profusion? You should. By the way, the mystery has been solved, at least partially. I was wondering, like, where the heck did these come from? Apparently, they are being marketed in the UK. And I don't know if it's like a new release because I didn't see them on the like Profusion UK IG, but somebody said that they had them sent to them by Profusion in the UK. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that would make sense. Also, this one was part of it. But this is, I'm not going to do a look on this because I don't think the quality is going to be as good. It might be. It might surprise me. I don't know. I just picked it up because I was curious and it was $5. Or like, actually that one was like $6. Hey, Kavank 2020 is here. Yay. So anyway, I put in a, welcome to you that are just coming in. I put in a story and said, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do 1 palette, 2 looks, 1 on each eye? Or do you want me to do 2 palettes, 1 look, 1 on each eye? And unfortunately, / fortunately, said 2 palettes. So now I've got to figure out what to do because I had an idea of what I wanted to do with this. That was definitely 2 different looks. This one, not so much. So then I could, like I was saying, I could do a quick look and then wipe it off and do another look. I don't know. What do you think? Thoughts? I am slightly dyed pink. I don't know if you can tell that. Oh, these are $5 each. BT dubs. They are only, as far as I know, in the continental US, only available on Walmart.com. You can't get them in store at Walmart, but they are $5. Actually, $4.98, so less than that. And from what I've seen, they're fabulous. You can see I've dug into them a little bit, done some swatching, and done some little pre-look looks. So, but I'm quite familiar with Profusion because I got a bunch. Or as they say, a profusion of Profusion. I'm cheesy. That was a dad joke. I'm so good at my dad jokes. My dad was a good dad joker too. All right. Should we jump into this, or you want to talk about other stuff first? Let me put the pastel one back down here. I also have Juvia's place to talk about because they arrived today. I've been pretty good, but there was oh my goodness, I completely forgot again. Who's the one that does what's the palette that was the collab with the Basic B? Starts with an M or N or something. I could look it up. Anyway, oh my goodness. They also did the Genesis palette. Come on, guys. Help me out. I just placed an order with them for those two palettes. So, yeah. I've been wanting the Basic B palette for a while because it just looks so beautiful. And it has really good reviews. And the looks I see from it are really nice. And then the Genesis palette looks really, really cute, too. So, this is the palette that I used not today and yesterday. I have a new palette that I will be exposing to you. Ooh, that sounds very risque. I will be exposing it. But this is the one I did before that. And it is so, so pretty. The thing with this is it's quite grungy. And there's not, like, all of the mattes in here are quite dusky. This is dusky. Do I say that? This is the most brown. Do I have a brand? I don't have a brand. Oh, the brand for these? Profusion. These are Profusion. This is Sydney Grace. So this is just a beautiful teal, deep teal blue, but it's just so dusty. And then there's the black and the gray. So you're going to get a really grayish sort of look if you use those as as colors behind the rest of these. But then you get some really bright pops in here too. So it's just such a pretty combination. But I just did 3 looks with that. That's up on my IG. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. So, yeah. Giveaway. I reached 5K and it took for me forever because I really wanted to try to do like 5 giveaways. And I couldn't do that because I couldn't. I wanted to like say, okay, these are my 5 top products and here they are, and everybody gets one or whatever it is, or one, ideally I would get like 5 of each of the 5 products and whatnot, but I'm not rich, so that didn't happen. So I finally was like, man, I gotta do this because I'm already at like 5,500. And now I'm at 5,600 because you guys are awesome. You guys are incredible, and it's been growing, and people have been liking the channel and the substance that I put out there. So I really appreciate you guys. You are fan-freaking-tastic. Anyway, highly, highly, highly recommended. You guys want to see Juvia's place right now, or do you want to see Profusion right now? I'm going to put Juvia's place on. Or some of it on my face as part of the look. So it's not a full look because when I do these at night, it's night. So, but I'm going to tap into, which one do I want to use? I guess I'll use this one. So this is my Project Pan, and then this is my everyday sort of thing. I'm not going to use everything in here, but I do need to get some primer and whatnot. And since I have slightly red eyes, dyed red from my previous palette, because I had pinks and purples and whatnot, I'm going to make sure that I put this on. I can see, especially on this one, there's a lot of pink there. So I'm going to try to neutralize the look. But I'm not really going to put a base. And this is coming out a lot chunkier than it would. This is actually the Essence I Love Stage primer. I like this quite a bit. It is in my Project Pan. So I took the stopper out because it was getting down there and harder to come out. So I took that out. Now it's kind of chunky when it comes out, but I'm okay with that. And with this, I tap it in. This seems to actually kind of cover a little bit my texture. I don't have a ton of texture on my lids, but there are some lines right here. But it's more the crepiness that I kind of want to smooth that out. And that seems to help. Apparently somebody just sent me a message. And I have I can't see anything. I'm blind without my glasses. So if you sent me a message, then I can't see it. I have to like look really close at my phone. I have my phone on IG and my computer on YouTube because that's how we roll here. And I just washed my brushes. I'm one of the weird people who actually likes to wash brushes, but I don't really wash my face brushes because I kind of use the same thing all the time. I mean, I do wash them, but not nearly as much. But my eye brushes I wash pretty much quite a bit. But that's quite a collection of eye brushes there that I've accumulated. All right, what are we gonna do? Right eye, left eye. What do you guys think? Should I do like a look and then like a full look? I don't know. So this is what I wanted to do. You know the Natasha Denona, the new little grayscale, gray tone palette? I wanted to do a look with this Euphoria palette, mimicking that, using this top row here. But then you don't get the other colors. So I don't know. What do you think? What is your opinion on that? Should I have you guys vote and tell me what you think? On this one, we have one duochrome here. This is a red to green duochrome. I think you can maybe see that shift there. It's a beautiful duochrome, but it's a fairly common one, but it is a duochrome in a $5 palette. So can't sneeze at that. I mean, you can, but you know, that's you. Everything is mattes or the diamond type, you know, with the little glitter particles that basically dust away, except for this one and this one. And that's in the metal palette. I'm going to grab a cough drop here so I'm not coughing every minute or two. And then in the Euphoria palette, we've got these two lighter shimmers, this shimmer, and then this is like a micro glitter, which is really beautiful. I'm going to actually swatch that really quickly for you. I swatched these Sunday, but I want you to kind of get an idea of what this looks like. I just kind of messed it up. There we go. So that's what that looks like. It's a beautiful, gorgeous. It's got all these greens and purples and the undertone of the gray silver and purplish sort of. I don't know. It's so pretty. Okay. So what do you think we should do? Let me put my glasses on so I can see what you guys say. I don't have a response to that yet. So okay, I'll hang out here and just start going at it. I think I'm going to go in with the metal. The metal palette, and then if you guys come back and tell me, hey, I think you should try the Natasha Denona sort of thing there, or I should do something completely different, and I can do kind of a combination of it too. But yeah, it does have, again, it has the pretty good black down here. It doesn't have a white, but this is like a white shimmer, and then this is like a kind of a pink shifted taupe. This time of night is always hard for me to see because the living room where I am is basically dark, and then I turn on a light in the entryway and a light in the dining room, and then my little ring light here, and that's all I've got. We'll see what we're gonna go with that. So in this, I think I usually do like the brighter, like cooler tone on the inside, and then the warmer tone on the outside if I'm going to do that. So I think I'm going to switch it around, and I'm going to do warm on the inside and cool on the outside, just for fun. And I'm going to try to use as many of the colors in this palette as possible. And I'm going to attempt to stick to a couple of brushes by using my little fake color switch here from AOA Studio. $1, go get it. So I'm going to tap into this mustard yellow because it's such a cute color. So this is kind of canopy, which is weird because mustard yellow wouldn't well, I guess it could be a canopy in the fall. All right, let's get some tea. Warm up my esophageal area. All right, and we're going to tap this in right here. Should I do my zoom in, which consists of me grabbing the computer and pulling you near me? This is my zoom in. You ready? I'm going to zoom you in with my camera, my fancy schmancy camera. There you go. Consider yourself zoomed. Hopefully I don't knock this stuff off, but this lets me put my palette right there too. It does hide my ring light a little bit, but that's okay. I think you can see me. So I'm going to tap this in here. I'm using a Miss Shady Lady brush from MOTD, and I knew that this was MOTD, despite the fact I couldn't really see it, because these are a little pokey. I know some people really like these, but they are a little bit scratchy. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this kind of in where would be the um, crease area, and then above that. So this will kind of be the shade over the top of all the others. I'm going to like just swirl it around my little color switch. I'm going to go into Forbidden, which is this orangey color here, kind of a burnt red sort of color. So pretty. And I'm just going to lightly, so much for lightly. I was going to lightly put it in there, but I guess I'm going to be a little bit more heavy-handed than I thought it was going to. And I'm just going to basically blend that into the yellow. And this is more firm of a brush than I would necessarily have chosen for this. But that's what happens when you reach into your pile of brushes half blind. That's what I get for being nearsighted. Tap into there again. I also could do the greens and the blues on the bottom, but I think I'll do some of them on the top. I think that'll kind of work. You could definitely do like a sunset look with this. I mean, this color here is just so pretty. They blend into each other pretty well. Looks like there's a little bit of patchiness right there, but I can't really see it here. I think it's just a shadow from the lighting. Yeah, because as I move my eyelid, you can't see so there's not really patchiness. It's just that yeah, exactly. That my lighting is not that great. So I'm going to clean off that brush. I'm not going to go into woodland right now. I'm going to go into, and I'm not going to go into willow. What do I want to do? I think maybe I will do the cool tones on the bottom. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do the green on the outside. So I want to go into Habitat, and I'm going to grab a different brush for this because it's a different color family. So I'm going to grab this MSQ. This is a new brush that I showed on Sunday. These came from Amazon. They're pretty good brushes. So Habitat is this moss green. These do have kick up in the pan. I don't know if you can see that. Typical of their brushes, of their colors, of their shadows. That's what I meant to say. So we're just going to kind of put this out here. Now I like to put it kind of in an angle going up to give a little bit of lift to my eye. So I'm going to basically go in here, and I'll let this get a little grungy, just going into that red a little bit, because red and green will make brown, and I'm not mad at that. But I'm not going to overly blend them together. That looks kind of pretty. This is a bad choice for me to try to blend this in the screen as I look at myself on the phone screen, but I wanted you guys to kind of see in action. Yeah, I'm going to go back to my mirror because, I'm not that talented. / I don't have that good of equipment. I'm going to switch my brushes out and go back into this MOTD brush with Forbidden, and then just go up on the top and kind of intensify that right where it meets the green. Because I do want these colors to be distinct, even though they're softened into each other. Not really blended, but just softened. That would be a really pretty Christmas look right there too. So we'll go into the Canopy, which is the yellow, and I'm going to kind of intensify this a little bit. Then I'm going to bring that kind of over the top of those other two colors to blend out the edges of them so that they just kind of softly go into my brow bone. I do use quite a bit of my brow bone because I just, when my eyes are fully open, That's what I look like, right? So everything is hidden. There's not much space. Even though you thought there's a lot of color, but when I look at you normally, there's just nothing there, right? So that's why I use so much of that space. Because the way my hooded eyes behave. So all right. Now in the corner, are we gonna go in with Epiphany or Evergreen? I feel like we'll do Evergreen on the bottom, so I'm gonna go into Epiphany here because that's the blue. And I just want to use this different color. So I'm just gonna really use this out at the edge. These colors just really blend into each other nicely. They're the choice of these colors together is really beautiful. So I just work those in. I just used the wrong brush, didn't I? Oh, whatever. I cleaned it off, so it's not a big deal. And these two really, I feel like the green and the blue can really go into each other as one. Like you almost won't know the difference. There's just enough. The green by itself is going to give a look, and the blue by itself is going to give a look. But when you mix them together, I'm adding a little bit of green just to re-up that color. But yeah, when you mix them together, you can't really tell the difference. So that's cute. I'm not a makeup artist, BT Dubs. In case you were wondering, you should know that. That should be clear by my lack of skill. So on the bottom lash line, I'm going to go in with something fuzzy. You'll be surprised. Could be a bunny rabbit. No, it's not. Okay, this MSQ brush, I guess we'll use it. Well, no, I don't want to use this. I actually want to smudge it out more. So I just want to use a little fluffy brush. Where's a little pencil? This little pencil brush. I like this little pencil brush from AOA Studio. This is the small of the two. So there's the big one and the little one. I like using that small one for the under the eye sort of thing. And I'm going to go into Willow and to Evergreen. So Evergreen is this dark green. I'm going to smudge this here. And I'm basically just doing a quick look just because I want you to see essentially how they're going to work. I'm not worrying too much about it. But I'm going to go in with this guy, which is from the Bilgashis, which I can never say. So I'm hoping I'm saying it right and I'm not cussing anybody out. And if I am, well, that's life. That's how language is sometimes. You try and then you don't say it right. And then you say something funky and people laugh at you and you move on with life. Or you don't. You get depressed and never speak the language again. Go into ultimate depression. I don't know. I'm going to go into Willow. This is a bad choice, but I'm going to go into Willow because I want to see how it works. This is the deeper, like, burgundy brown. And I'm going to put this right on the inside underneath. I should be using a lighter color here. But, choices. It happens. So, and I'm going to use both of the, actually, I really like that. I'm going to use both of the shimmers. I'm going to use the Duochrome on the lid, and then I think I'm going to use this foliage, this more, what they call copper sort of one. I'm going to use this on the bottom lash line. Let's see if I can make this happen. It's a little chunky. I'm going to see if it'll go on. If not, I'll try spraying the brush. It's one of those that I think smooths out as you put it on. Now it looks glittery. I don't know what that's all about. Let's try spraying the brush. So we're going to pop into foliage again. Definitely got some more on that one. I'm just trying to put a little bit. There we go. Put a little bit of this right in the center of the bottom lash line so that There's just a little bit of kind of orange leaning shimmer down there. Can you see that? Probably not, because my camera sucks, but I can see it. Not that that's what this is for, but you know. And then roots. Woo! I should probably turn down my volume. I don't know, I'll do that later. Y'all might hear a couple clicks if people decide to message me. Roots. So Roots is that duochrome. I'm going to try to apply this without any spray or anything, and hopefully there's not a bunch of fallout. This does not seem nearly as chunky as the other one. In fact, I might put a little bit of foliage on the inner corner just to brighten it up, but my gosh, this color is so pretty. Okay, let me see. Do you see the shift? Let me hold down my eye. So it's, maybe you see it. Let me put some more on there. I'm going to cover the lid. Normally I would use like a glitter glue and all that jazz, but I'm literally just taking this off after this. I just want you to see how it works. I'm going to go ahead and tap in with my finger and tap it on. This is not a hugely highly reflective color, but it does have a very nice sheen. And definitely has the red to the green. I think you can probably see that. I'm going to use the other side of this same brush. This is a little elf brush that was a Nabila Noor collab. I think a collaboration from, I think she was East Indian, something like that. This is a little chunky here. It's not really a glitter. It's just a chunky, I mean, maybe it is glitter. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But it doesn't seem to be a glitter. It seems to be a chunky shimmer. But again, I would normally use, yeah, so now it foils a little bit when I put it on that way. It also separates in my crease, so I gotta make sure it goes in there. Okay, there we go. So that's the one glitter, or the one shimmer and the other one. Pretty. Again, I'm not a makeup artist. And also, I'm blind. And also, it's dark in here. I have all sorts of reasons that this is not spectacular. But, you know, you all hang out and you all seem to like me. Okay. So I just kind of scrub it all together. I did a little wing there. I wouldn't necessarily need to do that wing, but I think it's cute. For a $5 palette, that's pretty pretty. I didn't decide if I'm going to do any mascara. I have my mascara comparisons that I could do, but I don't know. I haven't decided. So on this one, I think I might do color on the bottom and black, you know, like a grayscale on the top to kind of, because I want to a little bit copy the Natasha Denona vibes on the top, just so you can see what we're doing. I'm going to use a small brush. This one would work. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. And I'm going to go into Equinox. Actually, I'm going to go into Micro, I think. So Micro is the lighter of the two grays. It's this one here. And I'm going to put this like on the center. I like to move, you know, like work out from whatever color I want to be the dominant. Because if I start from the black just has a tendency to take over. So I'm going to start from the one that I actually want to have the majority of the color. And I know that these are pretty well pigmented. You can see, just tapping that on. That goes on pretty solid. I didn't set my primer, my eye primer. So this is essentially setting it. Just tapped it out. So, and I don't want it really to go any further in than that because I'm going to brighten that up a little bit. All right, now I'm going to go into Retrograde, which is the black, and picks up quite well. And I'm going to tap that right here and just kind of wiggle it around. And then you see how That's pigmented. That's extreme. Look at that black. This isn't a $5 palette, guys. This is no joke. Okay. Now I'm going to try to get the majority of the pigment off right there because I don't want it to go crazy. And then I'm just going to slightly start to make circles around that to build it up a little bit and out. I can bring it under the eye if I want to do that, which I will do just for a little bit of depth. And then what I'm going to do, this is kind of my technique, putting them together. I'm going to take that medium gray, which is Equinox, or Equinox, and I'm going to just tap the two together. So I'm going to tap this right in the middle of them. I find that this is a really good way to merge a lighter color with a darker color without it going too nuts on either one. Because if you put down the light one first, it could be the black one will get a little bit patchy. If you put the black one down first, it could be that it takes over and you just lose the light one. But that's what you end up with. So I just put the medium right in the middle there. And there you go. There you have it. So that's essentially, excuse me, what I would do with those colors. I'm going to take a fluffier brush. May as well try this one. This is the, oh, wait a minute. I was going to do the other one that I just got. But they're basically the same thing. So this is the high def brush from AOA Studio. It's more like a concealer brush. But I'm going to use this just to go over the top and brush it all out. It's a really nice, soft, fluffy brush. And I'll just blend out all the harshness out of it. I think I'll blend out all the harshness out of it. I'll try, if that didn't work, I just go in with, I think it works okay. But I can just go in with like a flesh tone sort of color too. But that blended together with really no problem at all. I'm going to just tap in a little bit here because it looks like there's a little bit of gap right here. I'm going to attribute that to user error, not to the palette, because user error / the fact that I can't see. This is the bad eye too, because this eye is better than this eye. And when I'm working on this, I have to close it. So that's why I try to keep this eye open as much as possible when I'm working on it, because, oh, I just can't see. I'm going to clean this off and then tap into the micro, which is that lighter gray. And I'm just going to basically go from the lighter gray in the front here and then just kind of pull it over the top of those other, the black and the darker gray, to blend those out. Pretty much did it. Yeah, again, like I said, I can't see much, so I go on faith a whole lot. I just pray and go for it. I probably will not use No Clue because that's the one that's more leans towards what is the color? Leans toward taupe, and taupe is not really going to work for this look. But I'm going to use Element, which is that kind of micro glitter. I'm going to use Transit for the inner corner, and I'm going to use Euphoric on the inner half. And then Solstice, which is that blue, bright blue. And if you didn't see these, if you didn't see me swatch these on Sunday, you might want to go back and watch that video. You'll have to watch it on YouTube though, because they're haters, and they took it off of, or they didn't put it on Instagram for some reason. They wouldn't let it show up there. I don't know what the deal was with that. So, all right, so we're going to go on Element. I've really packed this on my brush. I'm going to spray this because I'm hoping it will just go on nice and smoothly. This spray is basically dead. And I'm going to try to put it on the back 2/3 or so of the eye. This might have been better. Well, I mean, last time I kind of played around with it, I used a glitter glue, and that worked pretty well. But I think I might want to use my finger, although it's working. It's just not showing the intensity that it is working. And there really wasn't fallout. That's kind of impressive. I'm going to go in with my finger though, because I'm a go in with the finger sort of girl. You know, you want to get a job done, you got to like get in there with your hands. Let that be a lesson to you. Okay. So now, do you see that reflection? Ah, my gosh, that's so pretty. So stinking gorgeous. Thank you for tolerating my coughing. Yeah, once again. You're just used to that by this point. You're like, if she's not coughing, it's not her. I'm going to go into Euphoric, which is that light purple. And this light purple is actually shocking because it swatches horribly. There it is, kind of packed on the brush. Let me spray it because I don't want it to, I think this spray is basically done. I don't want it to get all over the place. And I'm going to put this on the inner third. Oops, I got some on my lashes. My actual lashes. And I'm going to show you how this blends in with the other one. It's so pretty, I'm not lie. This purple is so, I hope it shows up the way that I see it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Woo! Ooh! Oh! Do you see? Oh my goodness. Guys, this costs $5. This palette costs $5. Do you see? Do you see? Stop spending all your money on expensive stuff. I'm gonna, because I want maximum payoff, I'm gonna go in with Euphoric and just tap it on the inside and attempt not to get it on the lower lash. That's what I always do when I tap in with my fingers. I end up getting a smudge down there. And there's really no fallout on that either. There's just a tiny bit right here. Brushing it off with my finger is not the greatest idea, but I'm not going to put a full face on, so I don't really care. But look at that. Do you, oh my gosh, do you see? It shocks me every time. That's no joke. That makes me so happy. If I look like I got chaw in my jaw, that's not what it is. It's a cough drop. If you don't know what chaw is, you don't need to worry about it. Okay, I'm going to go in with my pencil brush, if I can find it. I'm going to use the bigger one because I use the smaller one. I mean, not that it matters. I'm going to put Futuristic, which is the teal color here. And I'm going to use Conjunction here, which is the blue. And then I'm going to take Solstice. I might actually put No Clue, which is that taupey color right in the middle. Well, maybe I'll do the opposite. Maybe I'll do the blue. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm right. I mean, what I originally said is what I'm going to do. That's just tapping into it. I mean, this is uber pigmented. So we'll just smudge this on the bottom lash line. I'm not doing like worrying about, lashes or any of that sort of thing. So y'all just have to use your imagination. But there's the blue smudged out on the bottom lash line. It's a beautiful navy. Beautiful navy. I rubbed it off a little bit. I know this is not the best way to use the same brush, but, I just washed my brushes. I'd like them to last a little bit. I don't want to use them all tonight. I try to use just a couple, but I have a little goober in the eye. Do you guys like those eye boogers that always pop up? Like you're doing the eye look and you're like, I swear I just cleaned out my eye, and then you got that little eye booger hanging out. They're so charming. I have these lines on my lower lash line, like wrinkles they're called in the real world, and they do kind of collect a little bit, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna actually let this get a little fluffier. That word is not really the word I wanted to use, but we're going to use it anyhow. So we've got kind of a teal and a navy down here. It looks pretty much one color from what you guys can see, but it is the teal on the inside and the navy on the outside. Again, eventually I will hopefully have a better setup so that you can actually see what we're doing and not have to strain yourself to see what I'm up to. But you know, hey, we're doing what we do. I'm gonna go in with No Clue, the one that I said I wasn't gonna use, which is that taupey color. And I'm gonna put this right kind of on the bottom or the middle of the bottom lash line. Just for fun. Just some little sparkle and stuff. That gives a little bit of sparkle down there. Yeah. Okay, now last one that, oh wait, no, there's two we haven't used. Using that same brush, going with Solstice, which is that beautiful bright blue shimmer. And this is not really going to come through for you guys, but I'm going to put it on the outside. And my gosh, this color is gorgeous. That blue, ooh, man, that's pretty. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see that it brightened up the blue on the bottom there. So again, eventually I will have a better setup here for these, but right now this is what we got. I'm going to go in with this itsy bitsy little teeny tiny pencil brush. See if I can get a little bit more of that spray out. I do have more sprays. I'm just stingy. I'm the one that will use a dry wipe until it's gray because I don't want to open up the dollar store pack of wipes that I got to use another one. But then, you know, I'll spend $40 on an eyeshadow palette several times a week. Don't tell my husband. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say several times a week. It's not quite that bad, but all right, there's my inner corner highlight. That's pretty nice. That is Transit. That's the light kind of white. I think it's pretty much just white. Like a white, shimmery, yeah. So that's what we got, guys. Did I mention these are $5? If you have not, and again, remember, I'm blind and my lighting situation is bad, and I'm not a makeup artist, etc., etc., etc. Disclaimer. If you have not picked these up, highly recommend. Go to walmart.com. I am not affiliated in any way, shape, or form. But if you want to send me stuff, Profusion, they won't. They have the worst customer service. That's one of their issues that I have with them is their customer service is just so bad. It doesn't exist. It's not even just bad. It doesn't exist. But I am digging these looks. And for those of you on YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm giving all my attention to IG. The YouTube camera is way worse close up, so it just doesn't see the looks very well. IG, you're better on my phone. And it's not an iPhone, because your girl is not like, she ain't balling like that. Do we say balling anymore? Do the kids say that? All right, I'm going to move you guys back, because that's the looks, basically. And I might try on some other stuff, but that's what we've got. And I really love these. I think they're beautiful. I think these palettes are fantastic. This will go in my rotation soon for obvious reasons. It's very fall themed. The Euphoria to me is more of a winter theme, so we will be putting that in a few months. I looked at my palettes that I have not gone through yet, and I'm like, how long is it going to take me to get through all of these if I keep adding 4 or 5 palettes a month? I would like to plan like a palette every 2 weeks, but the thing is then I end up getting like BoxyCharm and Ipsy and all that kind of stuff, and there's always palettes there, so. Oh well, okay, so guess what? You already knew. Oh, by the way, I used this before I started. I really like this stuff. This came from Boxy or Ipsy or one of them. The Tula Probiotics and Superfoods Skincare Rose Glow and Nourishing and Brightening Eye Balm. So I just basically put this over my eyes because I just washed with my oil. And then I just did a couple drops of oil. I didn't do my regular 10 drops that I do at night, or even my 6 drops that I do in the morning. I did like 3 because I knew I was going to put a look on, and then I'm going to wash this all off and then do my real skincare. But I like this for just giving a little extra moisture to the eyes, and it's a little stick too, so I feel like it kind of helps to hold on to stuff in case you care. So I got some stuff from Juvia's place. I have in my post I mentioned, I now have everything except I don't have Tribes, which is still showing on their site, even though they say it's discontinued, but it's still showing that it's that you have to do the wait list for it. So I'm praying that one pops up and that I get it. I feel like they might just keep it on there in case somebody returns it or something like that, or whatnot. But I'm hoping that a miracle will happen and I'll manage to get a copy of a copy. It's not a book, Priscilla. It's not an album that I'll get a CD or a cassette tape. But that I'll be able to get Tribe because I really want that palette. If you happen to have one laying around that needs a home, that needs to be rehomed, think of me fondly. Okay. Yeah, please. I want that palette so bad. Anyway, but now as of this haul, I have all of them except for that. I don't have the original Mulholland yet. I keep waiting for that one when there's a sale, and I keep missing because it never seems to be on sale. Or last time it was on sale, I just missed it then. And then I don't have the Euphoric, which is an exclusive to Ulta, and I don't have. There's one more. It's the one that's half neutrals and half colorful. It's an older one. Anyway, I put it all on my IG. So I have everything except for those 4 that are current. And then some of the ones that I think are discontinued as well. So these are the ones that came in today. So they had a sale. It was like 40% off. And this is how you do it with Juvia's place, because they usually let you do coupons on top of a sale, which is really cool. So I did 40% off. And then I have the little plugins on my browser that gave me coupons. And then I have also the Rakuten. I don't know. I know where the syllable goes. Anyway, they gave me 9% cash back. So that will be coming to me eventually, which I'll just spend it back on makeup anyhow. So whatever. And then, yeah, they were already on sale. So it was actually like 60% off or something like that, maybe even more. I got this one. So I have the purple one that goes with this. So this is the the Nubian Glow. So these were the Christmas. I'm going to actually open a wipe. Look at that. Look at what I'm doing for you guys. I'm sacrificing one of my $30 wipes. These are from the dollar store, by the way. They have some that are hyaluronic. This is hyaluronic acid. They have, this one is collagen. Yeah, and they have like a couple more. Anyway, I just use them because they're cheap. I use them basically for swatches. That's really the only thing I use them for. I know people are like, but the environment. There's worse things in the environment. Not saying that this is bad, but I mean, not saying that this is not bad, but still, there's worse things. Okay, I have not even swatched this. Ooh, holy cow. Look at that. Look at that. Juvia, you just be doing it. Man, those are pretty. Okay, I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. I didn't even say I was going to swatch these. Now these first 2, they look like they're the same, but they're not. This is a lot more warm, and this is a lot more just yellow, bright yellow. I'm excited about this one in the bottom and the middle and the bottom. Yeah, they're very different when you look at them here, but there they look very similar. There they look a little bit different. So super, super bright, beautiful. Then there's this mustard yellow. This one, yeah, a little micro glitter there. The purple one has a little micro glitter too. That is just gorgeous. I do not mind glitter on my eyes because they're my eyes, darn it. You know, it's so funny. People are like, it's dangerous to put these on to put pigments on your eyes because they might stain. How is it dangerous? Staining? It's not dangerous. Unless I'm missing something, which could be possible. This is really pretty. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Whoa, that's like, it's got like lime green in it and orange. That's crazy. Like you can't see what I'm seeing, but it's literally like lemon yellow, lime green-ish, and orange in the glitter. If you do not mind glitter and you like golds, this is beautiful. I'm not a big gold person, but I don't mind having this because when I want golds, I can tap into that. My gosh, this glitter, whew. It is a little chunky and abrasive. It's not real smooth like some, but it is pretty. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to clean my hand. I have to remember now, I like to wipe them off right away afterwards because I'm always afraid I'm going to like hit my clothes and then get the stuff all over my clothes. Okay, and then I got the Warrior 1 and the Warrior 2. So let's start with the Warrior 2, just because I think that's one of the interesting, well, they're both interesting. The reason, you can see the reason I didn't get these earlier is because they're neutral, but they are really, really, I mean, there's so much depth. Look at that. It's all the way from white to black with, you got the taupe, you've got like this peachy sort of color, you've got an orange, you've got a deep orange, browns, yellow, and a brown, deeper brown, almost a gray. I don't know. Should I swatch all of these? And I'm trying to do itsy bitsy little swatches. Those are the first 3. I'll go ahead and swatch them. We got time. We got 10 minutes. Show you all my goodie stuff here. My goodie stuff. But yeah, and I know that you probably have seen these anyhow, but I'm excited about them. So I'm going to swatch them anyhow. This Darura looks like it would be a really pretty blush as well. As with the Jamtala, if you have, I mean, any of these, but this, if you have a deeper skin tone. So any of these, I think, could definitely double as blushes and or bronzers, depending on your skin tone. I think this palette could be a really perfect all-around palette, matte palette for somebody with a deeper skin tone. Or really anyone, but I'm just saying that it would be more, it would help more people with a deeper skin tone, because a lot of these colors that you might use for a blush or a bronzer are in the deeper skin tone. Now this white is not a white, it's a bone color, but it actually is pretty. I'm going to build it up a little bit because I want to show that it can build up, because most bone colors can't. These are the 2 light colors. This is the lightest, and then the next one. And you can see they do build up, even on my pasty skin. So this is a great thing. This is what I love about Juvia's place. Even though they have light colors, they're just so, they're there, right? It's not like you need to have dark skin to show it or whatever. I mean, because actually on dark skin, if they were like normal white people shadows, they wouldn't show up at all, right? They're just maybe a blending shadow, but that's not the point, because the majority of people who are buying this palette are not going to use these for blending shades, because that's not their skin tone. They're going to use them actually for highlight shades. So that's that one a little bit. I know my arm slash swatches are crooked. Now the Warrior 1. This palette is so pretty. It's just such a classic. I mean, I know some people consider this maybe dated, but I mean, these colors are so beautiful. And for fall, that's one of the reasons I thought I'm going to go ahead and get these, because fall is here, guys. Okay, it's not here, but everybody's thinking about fall because we're just done with summer. I know some people aren't done with summer, and I would like them to step up so I can slap them. You know, I was the one that was whining about winter, coming from the Caribbean, and I'm like, it's so cold, I'm freezing. And I was freezing. But now that I've like gone through the humidity, we didn't have this humidity in Haiti. So yeah, there's the next 3. Again, another bone color that does show. It's pigmented, even though that one's really close to my skin tone, so it kind of blends in, but definitely shows up. And then the bottom 3 are also shimmers, but I'll show those again. These together are just really beautiful. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 shimmers out of 9. So this is definitely the shimmer counterpart to the other one. So there's the other one. These aren't super, super bright shimmers. So this is 2 and this is 1. And this also doesn't have as much depth. I feel like a lot of this is just kind of topper and a little bit of, it just kind of helps the Warrior. And then, of course, the Warrior 3 I already have, and that's more of a rainbow. It really gives the colors that you need for it. But yeah, I feel like that just kind of, they complement each other, right? You just kind of add on to each other. So that's really, really nice. Good to have. I think these are great. They're not, clearly aren't my first choice because they're the last ones that I got, other than the, three that I still don't have. I'm not gonna like, yeah, maybe, okay, I don't know. You like that conversation I had with myself? So then I got, in addition to what I got this guy because I bought enough stuff. And this is the Heroin Glow 1 by Juvia's. This is quite a gold highlighter, but look at that beautiful. I put this on and it was just, ooh, I'm not going to put it on now, but it's a beautiful reflective gold here. But you see, I mean, it's basically like these here, right? I mean, it's not that bright, but it's kind of like a shimmer that they would have. So I definitely could put this on the eyes. Is it eye safe? I don't know. They're my eyes. Let me make myself go blind. That'll complete it since I'm already half blind. But no, I mean, I would use that basically as a topper for like bronzer or blush, or just use it when I'm doing something a little bit more festive. But this is nice. Not necessarily something that I would have chosen, but it was a gift with purchase, and I'm happy for it. And then I got their gift box. Their, what is it? Mystery box. And I was doing the math because they're like, there will be one palette, one highlighter, a gloss, and then a new product. Well, basically when I made the order, they did the, they showed their brow products would be coming out, and the least expensive one is $10 and the most expensive one is like $16. Well, the box is $16. So I'm like, even if it's the least expensive one, which I expected, it still would make sense because to get the box, because then all the other three items are like $2 a piece. And that's what it was. So they just came out with their brow products. This is their brow pencil, Eye Sculpt, Eye Shade brow pencil. I've not used it. I opened everything because I don't have patience. There's a teeny tiny spoolie. Let me show you this other spoolie. Right? The regular size spoolie. That's quite a difference there. I guess that's kind of, I mean, it's a brow spoolie, whatever. Let me run this through my brows real quick and see. Where is my mirror? There's my mirror. And then I did get the dark brown, which I'm glad of because, and I like that it's all the way in there. I'm always scared to open these up because I'm afraid I'm going to chip off the tip of it. But this one's far enough down there. It's really thin. There's the point, teeny tiny little point. I'm going to see how this goes on my right brow, which is my easiest one to do, but my least cooperative. So it's not overly pigmented. That's good. Hi, Rainbow. How you doing? You take a nap? Okay. The color is maybe just on the warm side for me. That's okay. I'm not too worried about my brows most of the time because I wear glasses all the time, and that covers a lot. But I have started doing a little more with my brows just because I'm like, well, if I'm going to do everything else, I may as well do my brows. So I'll just kind of put this in here, and then you kind of get an idea what we're looking at. So I'm basically just kind of feathering it through. I do like the color quite a bit. I like the fact that it's really fine, as long as it doesn't break, but it feels like it's pretty solid in there. I'm not applying much pressure, so I could break it, but I'm not planning on it. I'm very curious to try their gel, their brow gel, because that's my preferred brow product. Let me squeeze that back down, and then I'll show you the comparison. There we go. So there's, can you tell the difference? I don't know. I feel like it's just cleaned up a little bit, but like I said, my left brow just looks better overall anyhow. Let me spoolie it a little bit. I always spoolie after. I know you're supposed to spoolie before, but this one won't stay in place anyhow, so not without brow gel, and even then. So that's it. I think it's good. Is it a favorite? I don't know. I'll have to use it a few more times and see an actual natural light. The thing I like about it is it cleans up the bottom a little bit. So this is jagged here at the bottom. This is more even at the bottom. And then also here. And this one is a lot better brow overall. So, but yeah, I think it's cute. I mean, it's good. So the palette I've got and I was like, basically any palette they send me is going to be fine because I'll probably have it, but I'll just add it into my giveaway for my 6K. And so this is the one they sent me. And this is the Saharan. You can see it's still in the box because I'm not going to open that. That's going to go in my 6K giveaway. So stay tuned for that if you don't have that palette. This is mine. And so that's the color story. This is such a beautiful palette. This Kia green color is so beautiful. It's like a deep mint green. And in fact, I wish they would have put a color similar to this in their mint palette. But I mean, look at that color. That is so pretty. So pretty. Let me do a couple more. I'm not going to do all of them. Iman and Zoya and Fula. And I don't apologize for saying things wrong because I don't speak that language, but I'm trying. And if that offends you, you need a hobby. I'm so sorry for offending you in your language. I'm not making fun of the language. I'm literally trying to read it to the best of my ability. Also, I know Africans are not the kind to be mad at me for saying their language wrong, for pronouncing it wrong. So those are shimmers. I'm going to try a couple of the mattes here, particularly the red and the yellow, the orange. Sorry, I don't know my colors. Back to kindergarten, girl. May as well do Chad, which is the black. Look at that. And Katsina, which is this neutral brown. This would be the bone color for most dark complexions. Man, those are pretty colors. So I don't know how well you can see those, but they go on very nice and smoothly. This is a beautiful palette. Another one that's really, really nice for fall. I had to clean these off because they're going to go on my shirt, and then that's going to make me mad. Sorry, people. My alarm is on, or not my alarm, but my notifications. I don't usually have that on. I turn it off for my lessons. I'm a voice teacher, by the way, and also a professor. So, and other things as the need arises. Sometimes I'm just hustling, because hustling is how we do it. And then they sent me with the box. They sent me this, which is the Heroine by Juvia's loose highlighter. I'm going to let my fingers dry a little bit, and then I'll swatch that one. I'll actually swatch this one again just so you can see them next to each other because I haven't done that yet. And then I got this gloss, which is from a collab, and I'm sorry I took the thing off, but it's Yummy Yummy. Was it Yummy? Was that the person that did the collab? Maybe it's I've seen her. Is it her name? Yummy? No, that's not her name. Is it? She's this beautiful. I think she might live in the UK or something. I think she's married to a white guy. Does beautiful. I don't know how I know these like random things about her. I think she's married to like a white British dude. And the last video I saw, she was doing something about bras. She does a lot of stuff like that's just practical stuff, but she's just stunning, amazingly gorgeous woman. Anyway, this is a really nice shimmer lip gloss. It's thick like the other ones. It smells like their other ones. By their other ones, I mean this one, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I have the other gloss on, so excuse me, but so you can't really see the color because the other gloss I just kind of tapped it out and made it as a stain. But this has a little bit of iridescence and a little bit of pink, but it really just adds to any color that you have underneath. And it's really comfortable. You don't feel the glitter, the grit or anything, and it smooths out your lips, the lines on your lips quite nicely. Sorry, Kelly, I had to like put my glasses on so I could see the note that you made. Yeah, that white was pretty bright. It was really nice. But anyway, this lip gloss is really nice. It was a collab, so that's why it was discontinued. But really, I really like it a lot. I feel like it's kind of one of the, like a perfect topper gloss. And then I'm going to actually wipe this off with this because I got, it gave me a notification and said, if you get another $5 worth or whatever, it was $6 worth, you get free shipping. And I'm like, well, then I may as well get this. So this was on sale for like $9. Normally, I think these are 12 or something like that. And there were a few different colors, but this is one I didn't have. And I want vampy colors for fall. And this one, man, it's more than my white skin can handle. But I think I'm going to get a Juvia's Place liner because I love their liners too. That kind of matches, so I can just put this over the top. But this is no joke. Do you see that? It is it's a thick, slightly sticky formula that I really love. Smells great. But it does move, and that's why I need a liner so that I can put it a little bit on the inside and bring the liner to the edges. Otherwise, this is just going to travel. And also, because my skin is so pasty, even when it's a little tan, something like that. I don't know. You see, I'm trying to put it on like lipstick and it's not working, and then I'm getting it on my fingers, and then I'm transferring it to my face. But anyway, the color is beautiful. My application, not so much. Yeah. But it also, because the inside of my lips are lighter than this, that's why I feel like I need to put a liner on. Because if I put the liner on, then I can put this on a little bit less heavy. And then it will kind of cover the inside of the lips a little bit better. But I love that vampy. Beautiful color, gorgeous. I love these lip glosses, are some of my favorites. And they have such a wide range of colors. I mean, literally everybody has a color for them. So gorgeous. Yeah, the color is gorgeous. It's gonna be fun in the fall. And it's really nice, like if you do a nude eye look, put these on. It's great. Okay, let's swatch these two highlighters next to each other. They are both the Heroine, but one is one, and this is just the regular, but it's loose. So I took the little thing off of it and I kind of brushed it onto my skin. That's the loose one. And then again, I will swatch the pressed one. So you see a big difference. This one is going to be a better everyday highlighter for me. It is still a little bit golden, but it's more champagne-y. The other one is definitely more warm and more yellowy. You can't really see the flip because of the way my arm is. There we go. But man, the highlight on here is no joke. I mean, I put it on my cheeks and it was for real, for real. So really beautiful highlighters. That's what I got from Juvia's Place. Those are my Profusion eye looks. I think I went through everything. Is there anything that we missed, guys? Oh, only the most important thing. Giveaway. Okay, so what happened on Sunday is I was supposed to announce the giveaway rules, and I did. And fortunately, I streamed live here, but also on YouTube because Instagram, but also on YouTube. Because Instagram wanted to be a little brat, and I hope that this saves tonight. We're going to see if it saves tonight. They didn't save my video. And so it is on YouTube, and you can see it there. But I'm going to give you guys basically until Sunday. So anybody who wants to join the giveaway, this is what you do. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. Make sure you are subscribed on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel and my Instagram are the same handle, 40rtyPluss, one word. All right, 40 plus. So make sure you are following me on both, or you're subscribed on YouTube and following on IG. And then go to the video on YouTube. Make a comment with your handle for IG so that I know who's who. So you need to go to the YouTube video, make a comment with your handle for IG, whatever your IG ID is. IG ID. And then if you want extra bonuses, then it's basically participation. So the more involved people are, you can tag a friend, you can like my post, you can comment, you can do all that jazz. And it's greatly appreciated. And it's basically, yeah, I know, Kelly, you are a champion. And I've got a few people that are really running out there doing what they can do, but I'm going to give you guys until Sunday to really let it shine. Go out there and do what you can do. And then we'll announce the winner on Sunday. I'll announce it in my live on Sunday. And then I'll also post it. So, because I know not everybody can be there in the live. So, but yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, definitely post them. Hopefully below this video, because the video I hope will post this time, and then everybody will see the answer. As I tell my students, if you've got a question, somebody else has that same question. Anyway, I'm a goof. But yeah, great having you guys here. I love having you guys. I love doing these. They're so much fun. So much fun. Oh my goodness. We've been at this for a minute. I try to keep it to an hour, but I fail miserably every time. So, all right, I'll see you guys later, and have a great night, and be blessed. Bye.